Alrighty, here we have Road 96 Mile Zero. This is a prequel to Road 96. This is being played on Nintendo Switch. This review code is courtesy of Ravenscourt, one of the publishers of this game. I want to thank them for the opportunity. I've never played the first game, the original game, and this kind of makes me want to visit, want to actually play that one. But this is a prequel to that game, where you play as both Kaito or Kaito and Zoe, or Z and K. You play in a first-person perspective, and your dialogue choices affect how the game plays out, and will also affect your character's certainty there, which is represented in the upper left-hand corner. So you're trying to determine the events that took place, what happened leading up to Road 96. Now, from what I understand, the Road 96 story of how Zoe's stories end is predetermined, but this will give you an idea of how things got up to that point. And it's a really fun and unique game. So, in addition to being able to exploring areas, talking to people, getting information, which again helps determine which side of which side you're going to end up being on. You can also play Super Skate 1996, which is kind of cool. So this is a arcade game that has you jumping to avoid obstacles and going as far as you can, getting the highest score. Just a score chaser, and you have three attempts to get as the highest score as you can. So it's kind of cool, kind of a break from the narrative story. Kind of like that that's here. Now I'm actually going to go and just crash and let it stop me playing here. Game over, final score. Okay, so in addition to that, you have musical sequences, which are really cool, honestly speaking. So let me go ahead and head downstairs, and I'll show you pretty much how the game plays for the most part. And it went the wrong way. This game definitely does a really great job of immersing you into the story. So, for instance, you can go to Presidential Park, or you can go to your neighborhood over here. I'm sorry, which is the Oasis Villas, and those are the two locations as of right now you can go to from this point. So if I go back to my neighborhood, it's going to load up. I really like how the game gives you the announcer to kind of push the story forward, in addition to your choices and how they direct the narrative. This game's really neat. It has a unique art style. It runs fairly well on the Nintendo Switch. Better than I was anticipating, honestly speaking. And the load times aren't too bad. Yeah, say that, and it feels like it's loading forever now. Shouldn't be too much longer here. There we go. Okay. So here you're in your neighborhood.
Have a nice day.
And there's nobody around right now. One thing I don't particularly like is the fact that you can't run. You can't move any faster than you're moving right now. But I really like the attention to detail. I like the fact that you can interact with quite a lot, actually. I'm not going to go to my bedroom, but when you select your choice, it's kind of like a point and click. So you point to the choice, and then you go ahead and pick what you're going to want to do. And where is Adam? I can't see where Adam is, but Adam is your bodyguard. Oh yeah, he's in the garage. I forgot he's in the garage. In fact, let's go ahead and replay that. Actually, let's replay the... Oh no. What's this way? This way is the Tiger Square. Up here, again, I wish you could run, because not being able to run is kind of annoying. Having to walk everywhere is just like, it just takes a really long time, it feels like. Okay, we're going to Presidential Park. But yeah, everything about the game flows together really nicely. And actually, I am going to show you one of the musical sequences. I'll go ahead and actually replay the intro to the game, which is a really neat intro. As soon as Presidential Park loads up. And these lit up icons over here determine where the story you're at. That's kind of cool there. And then you've got the percentage there on the left hand or the right hand side there. So as I left a little bit, it takes a long time to load. But yeah, this game's a pretty cool game. Definitely a different direction than the original, from what I understand. This is more of a narrative adventure and less of a narrative survival. Okay, so I was talking to that guy. We're gonna have to go see what that's all about. But it'll place you in this area.
Presidential Park.
Dad, I saw John. Not here, Kaido.
Daw,
Sir?
it's the weed whacking. Last week we were in the middle of a huge Tai Chi session.
Of course, sir. Won't happen again.
I love all the facial expressions and just the game plays very well. It's a really awesome little game here. Working hard, Mr. Lin.
Madame Zoe. Hello. Oh, you just missed Kaido. But I think he went down those stairs, if you want to see him. Don't mention it. I hope you don't mind me saying this, Madame Zoe, but you remind me of Aya.
I mean, the areas are rather large. And like I said, I really like how immersive this game is.
The Tai-Chi session is beginning in the park.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and replay the intro. Yep.
Quiet,
This is the first original music sequence you get to. So the first music sequence you get to where you have to ride through a psychedelic stage where you gather icons while avoiding obstacles. They're not quite music notes, but they're little glowing little square icons. I really like the music. So you have to gather all of the little, actually instead of squares, I guess they're diamonds, little diamonds. And depending on how well you do will determine your ranking at the end. You have Kaito on his skateboard, and you have Zoe on her rollerblades. I might be able to do a better job this time than I did the first time.
What's happening, Aya?
And what this is showing you is Kaito's struggle with losing his best friend.
What the?
What's up, Kaido?
Oh no.
Hey, Kaido! This way!
And here you're playing as Zoe. Ow, so ducked. Ow. The sequences aren't too terribly long. And again, they definitely do a great job of breaking up the narrative gameplay, along with that mini game. Wow. And that's it. Now we can see how well. Cool, got a B. Pretty cool. 38%. And what about if I didn't die? It would be a lot higher than that. But alright, this has been a look at Road 96 Mile Zero. I thank again Ravenscourt for the opportunity, publisher, one of the publishers. And if you want to pick this game up for yourself, I definitely encourage you to do so. It's a great game. Again, it definitely helps set the tone of the original game. Does a great job of that, as well as being a departure from the first game. So, well, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.